AG Labs, my name is Ben. Hello, welcome to the micro soldering show. And today I got an iPhone X. Should be an X. It is an X or an XS. I think it is. Yeah, it is an X. Yeah, I can see it on the antenna wise at the frame. It's an iPhone X, and the iPhone X has no touch, and sporadically it just doesn't want to boot and doesn't want to start. So we check if this is right. So we go straightly to the on-hands camera. We open up the device and we check what about the problem with that phone. So the data are most important on this job. So it's not about the function of the device, it's about data. Okay, and I see that the clue sticker on the logic board is already missing. And the device was opened before. Okay, at first I want to connect power supply and to check if we really have no touch. So we boot up the device. I don't know if there is a personal image in the background, so I just do it like that. By the way, did you already see the new ICC Pro with the new aluminum housing? It's great. Thanks on this point to Union Repair and to Jing Tools. They helped a lot to do the new design, and it's just amazing. So you should get it, the V2. Okay, and now we are just struggling between 0 and 200 milliamps, and we are rebooting. Okay. So it wasn't the boot. I disconnect the Face ID. So he writes, sometimes the device starts completely, boots completely, but then no touch. I want to see if I can see this arrow here, or if we only have these looping issues. No, it's a loop. Okay. I will try again without any components hooked up to the phone. So they write sometimes it boots normally, but then the touch doesn't want to work, and the customer needs the important data. Okay, we take out the board at this point. Was somebody already working on the board? No, clue sticker is missing. Okay, so we take a complete new screen here, connect it, and we take DC power supply and our iPower Max, connect, and boot. So I don't know for personal images, and I don't know if the phone wants to boot up now. So let's see. No, still a loop. Okay. Don't know what they did before, so it's always a little bad to check. So, next one, we go straight to the microscope and have a look. And what do we see here? Okay, what's that here? Looks like crack here. Okay, we just do what we do always on these iPhone X, XS, XS Max, 11, 11 Pro, and all these sandwich boards. We just separate them to see more. So slightly use the hot air and some preheat to separate this board. Okay, separated, and let's have a look under the microscope how it looks like. Or just take a picture before. Okay, missing pad. Oh yeah, here you can see missing pads, missing pads. So the pads from the top layer are sticking here. You see that? Oh, nice. Nice one. Okay, let's check ZXW. And let's see if I can show you ZXW here. I just have to restart it because it wasn't open today until now. So I think we start with the top layer. Before we start, we just do a little cleaning. I give you to the on-hands camera. Okay, now we go straightly to the microscope camera again. We open ZXW. And we go to the iPhone X Intel version. Then I try to show you ZXW here. Yeah, here we are. And now we just check where we have the lost pads. And it starts in this region here. Just do it like that so you can orientate much better. And we go in here. So here we have crowned, not a problem. So the side here is completely crowned, so not a problem. But what do we have here? The first three are J and boot, AP to BB cure dump. Then we have PCIe, baseband, AP CLK rack, and speaker amp to coil cut is missing too. Then we have some more of these tiny crowns missing. What about here? Here. And what about here? It's crowned too. So let's clean this up. And here we have some more missing. Let's clean this up, and after that we see what is exactly missing, and then we can just do a repair. For that, just some pads. Who needs some jumpers? Not much. So the ground pads you don't need to jumper. Okay, it wasn't separated before, that's pretty good. One of the spaces. Andy, are you only working with your hands under the microscope, or are you moving your head like me for moving the microscope sometimes? Or are you only moving under the microscope on what we are working on, what you are working about?
Only with hands.
Only with hands, okay. See how different people work. I always work by moving my head and moving the microscope with my head. Okay. Let's clean that. What about the problem with this S9 from yesterday? With the image? Okay. So, totally okay for me if people don't answer me. So, let's repair. Let's repair that. What we need is jumper wire. What we need is some 183 paste. And solder iron. Okay. And some flux we need too. Done? Now we need 2 tweezers, 1 knife and a fresh plate for the knife. Wrong one. Wrong one. Right one. Okay. So now we take the jump wire, place it here. Take the tweezers, place the jumper, and take the next one. Okay. And again cut. And the next one. Done. Okay. Now we just cut it here. Take the rest, move it away. Use a brush. And after that, a wipe. Okay, looks pretty okay, I think. Now it's all about the sealing. Just want to do a quick picture. This was too much. Okay, and a little bit more here. Yes, okay. Okay, the UV light and seal that. Waiting a short time, and then we control if we have any other connections which we need to jumper, which we need to rebuild, sorry, and then we can go on. Okay. Okay, done. And now we control take ZXW here for you. So the first 3 are done. This one is crowned. Here we have only crowns. Only crown 2. Here a crown 2. These connections are, these points are all good, all good, all good. And we have a missing one here, which is crowned 2. So this was all. I thought it will be much more. And I'm a little bit, was heißt traurig? I'm a little bit sad about that. But okay. Let's check. Take some flux here. And we start by cleaning. Andy, what they are working on? Okay, perhaps Andy can give you some Android videos within the next days. Just give a comment under the video. Andy, please show us how to swap the board on a Galaxy S10. So he will do with you, no problem.
Except that Andy is giving no promises now.
Andy doesn't talk much. Andy just is a man who does. So, as you see, we have to clean here and to take these old ripped off pads away. Because nobody wants to have these here. That's why it takes more time than normally, because we have some of this stuff laying on the board. Okay. First I want to clean the bottom. After that, control with your eyes. Whoa. Are there any loose pads which are laying on this layer? No. Okay. So now it's time to reball the middle frame. Where we have the... Okay, so this is the new Keinerlei stencil, and I really love it. If I can find it. Okay, what about... Here we have the iPhone XS and Max. Where is my beloved new stencil for the X? Here we are. Okay. Here we are. So, inlay as heatsink. And here we got the platform. Really great. Okay. Please somebody send me some new earpieces for my microscope because they are falling down 500 times a day. Okay, so now we just get in some paste here. Okay, taking a fresh wipe.
Der Abfüllungsverlauf machen. Der ist irgendwie.
Wer dann? War es wichtig oder was? Okay, I just do a quick call. Okay. Good. Now we just put on the stencil. Take our hot air with the right nozzle. And we just re-roll the board. Done. Lift up, and that was what I saw. This one point here. Just place it in. Done. Clean stencil by using some contact cleaner, and we can do the reflow for the board. Waiting a short time for cooling down. Taking out the heat sink and cleaning the board. Take a fresh wipe. And clean. Great. Okay, clean your table always between you are working. That's a thing which my colleagues here don't do, but I do it because I'm a clean and gently person. So I just heat up a little bit so we can directly start by using some flux here. Done. Now you take the top board, place it down, okay, and now we just move to the table here. On hands, microscope off, and we just solder them both board halves back together. Looks good, I think. So we can start by soldering down that shit here. So we need the board to get flat. So we let the solder melt gently and seeing that the board is going down. Done. Now we just take the board gently the board, and get it up here so the good old Heco board holder can absorb the heat, and the board is cooling down much faster, and the solder is getting harder, or much harder, much faster too. So after that, I just get the board onto the dust absorber. Wait a second, like that. So the dust absorber can take the heat, and then we can just check if that phone wants to boot again and if we can use the touch again. Done. So we see an apple. That's pretty good. I just take it to the side because I don't know if there is a personal image in the background. I just have a look for the code while that. Do we have a code? Just waiting. Looks good. What about the touch? Touch still isn't working. I will have a look for that in a second. So here you can see the touch isn't working, but the phone was booting. 1 second, I just go to the toilet. Have a boot again, but we don't have touch. But that's not a problem. Let's check for the FPC. Perhaps it's just some dirt. Okay, looks dirty. Here. See. Okay, let's check at ZXW. So, Andi, kann ich mal das Messgerät haben? Let's check the diode reading. Okay, we are at about, let's check, at about 700 here, so that's pretty okay. About 390 here, that's okay. And here we are open line at pin 3. Check it again. Okay, we have an open line here. So we have open line on I2C3 AP Touch EEPROM SDA connector. We should have 360. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So and now we check the cap here. 1, 2, 3. This one. Okay, that's pretty fine. 1, 2, 3. Okay, diode reading for the resistor. Yeah, okay. So we have missing diode reading here, and this one is going here. Okay. So what we do in this case, because we have a missing reading here, is that we remove the top layer again. So we have solved the issue with no boot and with boot loop, but we have no touch. So we will solve that too within this video. Okay, done. Lift it. Now we go to let's check a measurement. And okay, here we have the reading. So the connection to the CPU is okay. But we have a missing connection. A missing connection from, I show it to you. here to here. We have no connection. Okay, we have a broken trace, and I will fix that now by setting a jumper. Here, this out here. Want to clean some points between here. Okay. And again, we go to the other platform. Don't want to work on the preheater. So, I show it to you at ZXW here. So we have a missing connection from that point to that resistor, and the resistor goes to the connector. Okay, so we have open line at the moment, so we need to build a connection from here to here, and then we should have a working touch without swapping the bottom layer. And again, one measurement. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So no connection. Okay, and we should have it. So what we can do here is taking isolated jumper wire. So other people test in a socket before they solder the board together again. I'm always soldering the board. So because I'm crazy, yes. But it's not a problem. We will do it like that now. So So now we prepare the isolated jumper wire. Come on over here and stay here, baby. Okay. Now we try to hook up that wire here. Okay. So some UV. You can even swap the bottom board faster than doing something like that. But why wasting a bottom board if you can fix it like that too? Logischerweise. And again, sealing. Logischerweise. So. And now we try to get in right to point 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, oh, 17, 18. Pin 19 from the top, pin 16 from the bottom. I counted wrong. Pin 16 from the bottom. Pin 16 from the bottom and pin 19 from the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But we have no connection here too. So that's pretty okay. So 19, not 16. I had done it really wrong now if I hadn't counted again. So inside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this one, I mark it. I just mark it. The name of a good friend of me is Margit. Okay? And my Schwiegermutter name. The name of my wife's mother is Margit too. So. Well. What about you, Andy Handy? You're looking frustrated.
I'm looking, waiting.
Waiting, waiting, waiting. So, what I do now is just this one here is only crowned, okay? So I take it away. Take it away, okay? Now I hook up some UV here to that now missing ground. And I try to get it like that. Need some more. Okay. And now I do a little cut on the wire, scrape it free to rebuild the connection. Okay, done. Now we remove just a little here. Want to lose it here because the direction is not 100% what I wanted. Okay, and again like this. And it's only for a short stay here. So, okay, I do it in another way. Now I just scrape. I want to build a connection here. Okay, this looks pretty good. Some more. Okay. Good. Now we seal, just like that, just a little bit. So the board can come down on soldering back. Now we do a measurement. And we have connection again. Great. Oh. Okay. Now I want to try to sit back the board again without doing the reball again, because I already did that. So the solder is good, which is laying here. So if it doesn't work, I just do a new reball, no problem, but we just try it in that way now.
Der Auffüllung der hallo.
Okay, and let's have a look for that board here.
Ja, wie gesagt, wir melden uns. Dass wir Bescheid sagen, wenn es gemacht ist. Ja, wir warten aber selbst. Genau.
So.
Sollte eigentlich schon im Haus sein. Es kann sein, dass es noch heute kommt, wenn nicht, wird es wahrscheinlich morgen kommen. Aber wie gesagt, wir melden uns. Es liegt da auch was dran, dass das von der Bühne geht.
Was für ein Gerät denn, David?
Es ist halt alles etwas verzögert durch Corona. Und wir leider so auch nichts machen. Aber wie gesagt, wir melden uns direkt, sobald das Ganze gemacht, getestet ist und funktioniert. Auseinander ist das Gerät natürlich. Ich möchte Ihnen keinen festen Zeitpunkt.
Was für ein Gerät denn?
Ja, Maximilian Stern. Eine Lieferzeit von 10 Tagen wahrscheinlich jetzt halt. So wie es jetzt aussieht, ja.
Es ist versendet, 10 Tage musst du rechnen.
Letzte Woche. Genau.
So, now it's placed and we resolder that board back together. Placement was a little bit harder because it was already reballed and put it. So.
Wie gesagt, wir melden uns, wenn es geschafft ist.
So I tried to. I don't know if it will work. Otherwise, we just do the reball again.
Jo, dann einen schönen Mittag, wir melden uns.
Please don't communicate customer names if I do a video. Tell me the name of the device and I know about. No, that's not right. That's not right. It was not in stock. I don't know what you communicate. So it doesn't want to go down in the right way here. I want to see if there is some dirt. No, that's pretty okay. I just cleaned the top layer one time. Or I don't need to here. But what is about this area? Is there some dirt here? No, it isn't. Okay. Let's try to get it back here. Okay. And now again. Let's see. If it comes down, it's okay, and otherwise we just do the reball again. But because of all the jumpers, I want to prevent the reball again because it can take some more time. But I don't see good chances for this working. Oh, it comes down here, okay. What about the other side? Oh, we get no short while soldering back together. Okay. Looks pretty good for the first view, but I'm not sure about. I have to see from the side. So we just wait a short time. After that, we put it to the dust absorber to cool down. Then we control by power supply for the value. Okay. It's shorted. I thought like that, or no, it's not shorted. We have a problem with some cables here. But which cable? Which cable is it? Okay. So. No, my iPower has been gone. Can I have yours for a second, please, Andy?
Really for a second, yeah.
Or give me a new one out of the only the adapter out of the box. We have some new in the box. Yeah, the problem is here, like you see. The cable is burnt. Oh, Andy's a great man who gives me a new iPower. Thanks, Andy. And again, and let's check it now. So we have no short. Okay. And what about the boot? Looks good, looks like a boot. I only controlled the first two stages, but should be okay. Let's check the value before we go further, just for you to show. So we put one probe to ground and the other probe to the third, and we have a reading again, and the reading is fine. It's about 390, 400, so that's pretty okay. So now we connect the screen, touch and display. And now we boot up the device. So waiting for an apple and hoping it comes or not. If not, I have to rebuild the board again. Yeah. If not, I don't know. For me, it feels like I have to. This was my first feeling. Yeah, third stage is missing, yes. Okay, so but one try was okay to do like this. Lift up, control again. Just see, sometimes it's like, yeah, third stage missing. Like just a test run and okay. Doesn't want to sit down tight, no problem. I will reball you again. But perhaps I can show you at the socket that it's working. Whoa, it's pretty hot. Okay, great. Now we wait a short time, just take a socket for proving the touch function, and then we just do the reball. And I wanted to sit it back without doing a reball again, but yeah, I thought before and I told you can work, but don't has to work. So we just connect like this. So we see an apple, that's great. And I don't know about the personal image, like I said before, so I do it in that way. Having a look for the code again. Okay. Waiting. And touch doesn't want to work. Okay, so we had a reading again or not? Let me have a look for the jumper. Perhaps it's loose. So the third one. Reading is good. Reading is good. Jumper is like it should be. Top side, okay. Let's do another test with another button board, just for a quick test run, with another export. You see, even if I had just taking another button board, it would be a much faster job, but it's just not always doing the same things, and so we have some other video stuff here, some longer video, some different video. So okay. So, and let's check if we have touch now. Because if we have a connection to the CPU again, which was not there anymore, so we had no reading anymore. So now the reading is fine. The reading now is fine again, so we should have a touch function again. Wait, I don't know if this bottom board is a good one or not. No, it's not a good one. Do we have another bottom board for the X? Well, let's do it in that way. The readings are fine again, okay? So let's check the last pin. Oh. That way we can't do measurement because we don't have the top layer on it. Okay. So we do the top layer on it to get a connection. Here we are connected now. And okay, and again now. Yeah, that's pretty okay. Checking for the third. Yeah. All pretty okay, so I think I just risk it. Reballing the board. And then getting this shit back together. And worst case, you swap the bottom board anyway. But I don't want to do that in this case. I spent a lot of work now into this repair. And I want to use that bottom board. Okay. So we don't have to forget our jumpers, which are on the top layer, and this one here on the bottom layer. We don't want issues with that. Okay. Clean the board gently. in the area of the jumper. It's really important to be really carefully. Okay, now we do the reball. Where's my heatsink? Here. So a reball 2 times in the video. And a really long repair video. So. And now gently. Paste here. And now checking out this here. Gently, gently. Don't fuck up your jumper wire, okay? Okay. Close the stencil. Reball again. Then clean the top layer. Getting the board back together and hoping for touch function. Okay. Lifting up. Totally looking good. . taking this, get it here. Great, done. Clean. Lift up the stand and having a look. This looks pretty okay. All the balls looking nice. Okay. Using some flux again for a quick reflow.
Ja, Anforderungen der Delivery. Können Sie mich hören?
So, and again, we do a reflow. So, this is looking okay.
Ja. Nee, wie gesagt, ich höre nach. Wir melden uns bis 15 Uhr. Genau. Gerne.
So, this is okay. And now I just use some fresh UV here before we solder back together. Great. Good. And now we just clean top layer. Guck auch nach Korrosion, Andi. Okay, we have to be gently now because of the jumpers. Because we don't want to destroy anything here. Okay. This looks good.
Der Abfüllungsbedarf.
Siehst du was?
Ja.
Hm?
Wie ist denn der Name?
Gently.
So, Sie könnten es mir gerade nochmal beschreiben. Geht es um Reparatur, wenn es nämlich um den ICC geht, können wir Ihnen hier das Telefon leider gar nicht helfen.
We have to
Haben wir was zum Schreiben?
clean that board. Gently.
Das war die
Cost.
06842
So, okay.
70
And you see?
85
That's
394.
pretty
Wäre
okay.
die WhatsApp Support Nummer. Wenden Sie sich an diese Nummer bei irgendwelchen Fragen und dann kriegen Sie da auch eine Antwort. Das ist eine WhatsApp-Nummer, schreiben Sie da einfach und dann kriegen Sie auch recht schnell eine Antwort.
Okay, great.
Das ist kein Computer. Genau. Natürlich. Natürlich. Jo, gerne.
Okay. Ich hatte telefonisch 2 Stunden gesagt, mindestens, ne? Gut. So, okay, placed. And now we can just solder the board halves back together again. Looks good. It's laying down correctly. And now we have to see that these halves are getting one now. Ich hätte gesagt mindestens 2 Stunden für die Diagnose. Du sagst, geh Eis essen. Okay. Board soldered back together. Now it should boot again and hopefully the touch will work again. So, get it here for cooling down. Huh? Und dann klemm die mal ab. Cool down, cool down, cool down. And after that, control if we have a really boot. Okay, no short. I wait for the stages. Yes, this looks much better. Now we control for the values. Yes, here. And then we clean the connector. Oh, we have to activate our measurement device. Yeah, 390, okay. Okay. What about the second one? So the second reading is missing. Okay, we have another reading missing. It's just caused by this bad connector, or do we have really another problem here? Oh no, here it is. It was just not great. Okay, so the readings are good. I clean the connector now again. So I just want to clean the connector. Not perfectly clean, but for a test run should be okay, I think. So, and now reconnecting the screen and just praying for touch. But if the readings are good, why we should have no touch? Internally CPU problem. Could be because we have the reading is good, and I don't know what's happened before to the phone. So we have an Apple, and I do it like that. Just because of the personal background image. Having again a look for the code. Okay. And still no touch, baby. You see? Still no touch. Do you have another screen for me, Andy? iPhone X. Just for a test run. Because we have good readings again. We have set the jumper. We had no reading on pin 3. Thank you. After setting the jumper, we have a good reading on pin 3 again. But we still have no touch. We still have no touch. So Touch IC is integrated into the screen. So, do we have a bad screen here too? Oh, here we have another screen. Okay, we can use that for a test run too. So now you have seen the background image. It's not personally. So, okay. We wait. No, we have no touch. So, last thing we can do now. Think about the readings are good. I control the whole FPC again now. So we control the whole now. Checking the whole FPC to see if we have some missing things here. So 690 great, 390 great, 390 great, 730 pretty okay. Ground, open line. Oh, and the next ground, open. Ah, no, ground, open line, ground. That's okay. So open line, ground, open line. No, again. Ground, open line, ground, then 390, okay, 390, okay, 420, okay, about 600 we should have here, we don't have, okay, okay, let's control. So the fourth. One, 390. 2, 390. 3, 390. Okay. 4, missing. Okay, missing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The eighth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This should be a ferret. Okay. Yeah. Let's control. So. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this looks for me like this is okay. So, but we don't have a connection from Razor to Aiken Cord Scan to top. Let's control the rest of the connector. First two here missing too. Touch connection here is missing too. And you see we have a really fucking bad board here. So the filter is good, but we have missing connection here too, and on the second pin, touch to aircon, we have no connection too. So the filters are good. I want to show to you. It's my own fault. I just controlled one side of the connector, like you see, and I rebuilt that. But as you see here, connections are missing too, so we have a completely bad board. I didn't see any crack on the bottom side, but what I'm thinking now is that we have a badly connected board, so the middle frame to the bottom board is bad, and that's the reason why we have this problem. So what we do here is we don't stop. We disconnect that again. Then we take another bottom board, because it doesn't make any sense to place 3 or 4 more jumpers here. So if it would only one, okay, but now I lost a lot of time. It's almost 2 hours I'm working on that, and normally if you do a button board swap with all, you are about 40 minutes and you have all what you need. The phone is working perfectly and you have a touch functionality. So that's really just my own fault. So I fixed the missing solder connections on the top layer. This was done fast, and my fault was not to check the rest. So if I teach people in the past, I don't do this anymore at all, but if I teach them, I always told them check all before you start with the repair. But in this case I only checked that one value wasn't like it should. We were open line and I just wanted to get up fast, but this board here fucked up. But I need some components because I want to swap the bottom later. I don't want to swap the bottom within this video because it's just too much time now for the video, and I know that these long videos nobody watches it. All are just jumping from start to the end and just see some minutes of it in total. So for me it's just to take a known good bottom board now. And for data I have to talk to the customer now, because a bottom board swap is needed, so I have to pay for these iCloud boards. That's just normal. So bottom board takes money, and it's about the customer now. If he wants to get it like that, no problem, and if he only wants the data, he only wants the data. That's the decision of the customer now. So we take another bottom board here, get it together like that, and now we need a flex cable. For tests, the top layer. Was war das Problem? Andi? An dem anderen Ding? Ah, okay. Sieht aus nach was? Okay. And we need to restart the device. hopefully we have touch then. And when we have, it's like like invested a lot of work for nothing, because I have to swap the bottom anyway. And I wanted to show you something completely new, and the touch is working like you see. Okay, what do we learn out of this video? What do we learn out of this video? Okay, we have repaired some broken pads on the top layer. So that was something you could see, and this is really a good thing always to see. But if you see a damage like no touch, please control the whole FPC or all lines which are related to touch, and not like me, only one, and think, oh yeah, okay, cool, we will fix it fast, and just set a jumper for for just showing you how to set a jumper from one to the other point. Yeah, think about that. You see, it works now. We have touch. What I do now is just swapping the bottom layer fast. I don't want to do this within this video because we are almost 2 hours now. I hope you like the video anyway, and yeah, give me thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, even if something was not perfect as as normally, but I like the video. I like to get it online anyway, and I wish you a lot of fun with that. By the way, you should buy an ICC Pro, so because I lost a lot of time and a lot of money within this video, so give it to me. An ICC Pro, and I would be very happy to see you at our smartphone repair group Germany on Facebook, but please answer the questions, otherwise we can't accept you. I'm out, and we see us with the next one. Kaboom.